22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so they'll send out Trenton Gill. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On the return is Pettis. Oh, able to avoid him. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Lewis seen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll be crowned well upfield right around the 40-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. To throw, Cousins. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On play action, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chicago offense set to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. To throw again on second down. Fields. Again, he finds more. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with the toe. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fields throwing again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Play fake. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Cousins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To try again after the sack, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. New longer now from his end zone. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to run with Madison again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Draw play, Madison. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Fields. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Fields going to keep it once more. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, and it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From a yard out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Yeah, rushers. They're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 3 quarters have come and gone. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 31 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that field.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Madison is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Madison. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.